Guys, welcome back to the channel and another episode of the Northern Blankers. We're joined today in a 48-hour session with me, Pete there, running off. Look at him running off. Get here you twat. It's camera shy Pete. And there's Paul, messing with his distance sticks. So yeah, that's Pete running off, the one you see on the intro. The first time we've managed to get out, probably what? About 2 years, isn't it, Paul? We've all three of us got out. We went to Hat Green, so it's quite a rare occasion to get us all together.
Nearly happened.
Yeah, Pete's only just turned up now, 4 hours late, but better late than never, I suppose. So yeah, we've got 48 hours on the Hard Lake. Been fishing well apparently. Me and Paul have jumped in a double swim, and Pete has just jumped in the peg next door to us. So we'll have a bit of a recce around to Pete's swim later on, pick his head what rigs and stuff he's using and whatnot. We'll see what Paul's using, see what rigs and whatnot. So yeah, just got set up now. It's about 2 o'clock. Bit of a slow start, to be honest. Probably the slowest start in history of fishing, to be fair. So I'll give you an update later on, guys. Right guys, just give you a bit of an insight on some of the bait we're using on this session. I've got here, just get the camera for you. So we've got in my bucket, got some 16mm ID3 boilies from Incredible Tackle. This is it's a fish meal based bait. We've got some 10mm pellet in there, a little bit of corn. That was full before I put half of that bucket out. It's not a big bucket. I'll probably put about maybe two key out on the spot. So that's out at 10 and a half wraps. Give you a little tour, spin you around. There we go. So about 10 and a half wraps. You only get so far to fish. It's not the biggest lake in the world, to be honest, so go on then. That's my right hand rod there on a spaited spot, and I've got my left hand rod just waded out and underarmed it in. Drops to about 10 foot just off the reeds somewhere there. So that's got a pop up on, a pink sweet creams pop up, which I had the last fish on my last video. That's on a little on a running rig. So that's just going to be there for a few hours, and I might put that out in mid water through the night, but just got to wing it out there, see if we can nick a little bite off the margins. Got base camp here. There's Paul's bivver, there's my bivver. So fingers crossed for some action coming into the evening. And we've got Paul cooking later on. I think Paul's cooking, might be cooking tomorrow. I'll be cooking later on. I've got a steak for tea, so you'll get a bit of cooking with Ben. Right guys, it's that time where we're going to do a bit of cooking. Give you guys some ideas for some meals on the bank. We will be doing cooking with Paul tomorrow night. We're on chicken fajitas, so Paul's got something special for us tomorrow, but unfortunately for the first night you're with me, and tonight we are on steak. Got a lovely steak here. I've got some potatoes I've done at home, and I've got 2 eggs. That'll be my tea. So put the old steak on. There we go. Steak goes on there, and I've got some potatoes here that I've done at home. You can see there, been roasted and marinated. Alright, so as I was saying, we just had a bit of a GoPro malfunction, ran out of battery. So we've got some potatoes here. These are marinated in thyme and rosemary at home and cooked in the oven, part boiled and then cooked in the oven. And then we just heat them up in the pan and we cook them with the steak. Oh yeah, turn that over, there we go. I'm going to have that with some eggs. So I'll get back to you when we're doing the eggs. And there you have it, guys, steak, egg and some new potatoes. Lovely jubbly. Right guys, just give you an evening update. We've both just sorted the rods out for the night. My left hand rod, we've gone for a Ronnie rig. Changed the colour from a pink to an orange, super fruits, and I've chucked that not to the far bank but further. That's been in the margin all day. It's done absolutely nothing, to be honest with you, but we have seen quite a few show on the far side, more, to be fair, more near Pete's swim, to be honest. So the left hand one has been just chucked out, single with just a little PVA mesh bag attached to it. My right hand rod, I've changed that to a combi rig with a KD style on the end. That's on a baited spot. Paul, what have you opted for?
Krill wafters.
He's on krill wafters.
And old faithfuls.
On the old Bowden rigs on both. So fingers crossed. Paul's just catapulted a bit of bait out. I catapulted some out about 3 hours ago. I'm not going to put any more bait out because I've not had no fish. So fingers crossed, guys, we get something through the night. If we do, next time you'll see us will be in the morning for a morning update, and hopefully we get something. Obviously if Pete gets something as well, we'll get Pete on it. Not like he talks much on it, like, but we'll just force him. We'll just tie him up, Pete, and make him talk if he catches a fish. So yeah, if we don't get anything, we'll catch you in the morning, guys. Right, well, good morning. Safe to say there was a very quiet night on the hard lake, which is nothing new there for this lake. I think I had 1 or 2 beeps through the night, but nothing to get out of bed for. I think I spoke to Paul before, about an hour ago. He had nothing. He's had a quiet night. So yeah, it's about 7 o'clock now. Been up since about 5:45. Having a little watch of the water. Seen 1 or 2 shows on the far side where there's no one fishing. Seems to be the case on here, the fish now, where the anglers are. So as soon as you go around there, put a rod in, they'll bugger off and go elsewhere. But other than that, it's a pretty quiet night. We've not had a call off Pete through the night, so I'm assuming he's had a quiet night as well. But we'll get an update off Pete, or try and get an update off Pete. As you can see, he's a man of many words. He doesn't like being filmed, so we'll try and sneakily film him and see if anything occurred in his swim last night. But other than that, it's been very quiet. Rained a bit last night as well. Spin the camera around. As you can see, Paul's bibby there is wet, and a bibby door's wet. But it's flat calm this morning, a bit like a mill pond. I did see a bit of fizzing before. I think I saw that it was on Paul's spot. I think Paul's nodded back off, I think, to be honest. Fizzing up on his spot. But obviously his rod is still sat there, so nothing has occurred from the fizzing. So yeah, there might be a bit of a change of tactics today. Bit of rig changing. And you'll see whether or not did we not use the magic twig. Well, that is the question. So I'm going to finish my brew, have a bit of an head scratch, back to the drawing board, and then I'll get back to you maybe before breakfast or just after breakfast. Right, afternoon guys, just give you a bit of an update. There's not a lot to tell you, to be honest. I've had breakfast this morning. Me and Paul have had nothing. Pete's had nothing. The bloke on the far side, I think he's had 4 over the last 2 days. So he's just packed up and gone. So well done to him for having 4. I think the biggest he had was about 22 or 22 or something. So yeah. So we've had a bit of a change on the rig situation. Left hand rod we've gone for adjustable zig. That's currently 2 foot under the surface, a little 12mm yellow pop-up. And on the other rod, I've not gone for the magic twig. I've decided not to use it, so I've gone for a leg clip system with a basic complicated 2 15mm bottom baits on some fluorocarbon. That's what we've gone for on that. I think Paul, you still on the same rigs as yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul's on the same rigs. I think he's changed one of his spots slightly, but other than that, there has been fish showing in the area, but we just need him to get him to come down and get the reds down basically. So other than that, there's nothing else to tell you guys. It's very quiet on the Western Front. So we're back for an evening tea time evening update. We've got cooking with Paul later on. He's got his chicken fajitas, so we'll go through that and how to prepare that to give you some ideas of cooking on the bank. So I'll catch you later on, guys. Right guys, so it's that time where we do cooking with Paul and Pete. No, not joking, Pete's just sat there. So on tonight's menu, Paul's cooking for us both, and we're on chicken fajitas. So Paul's done his prep at home, which is good. We've got chicken, as you can see. What have you got in your tubs there, Paul? Peppers.
Cheese and onion.
Cheese, onion. What's that?
Creme fraiche.
Creme fraiche. And he's got his fajita kit. So he's going to brown the chicken, I take it, before adding some more ingredients. Right, so he's cooked the chicken a bit. We just adding in the peppers. Come on Pete, we're fucking videoing it. Hey. It's too late now, it's still recording. And here we go, the onions are going in.
Last night.
Now what we're going to do here, Paul, just wait for this to
Soften up.
brown off for a bit. So we'll come back once we have got further on in the cooking stage. So that's been simmering now for a couple of minutes, and Paul's going to add the seasoning out of the fajita kit. Give that a good stir in. Like so. You can smell it, can't you? So as you can see, Paul is serving himself his fajita.
That's right.
Bit of creme fraiche.
You want a small one for starters?
And a drizzle of whatever that is. Salsa.
Salsa.
A bit of chesney on top. And there you have it, guys, chicken fajitas on the bank, and that's cooking with Paul. We've just had a fish bosh out over there. Nowhere near where we're fishing, but never mind.
There you go.
There you are, Pete's had one there, 18.4, lovely mirror. Just give us the call. Lovely fish, lovely colours. Well done, Pete. Right, good morning. As you can see from the last footage there, Pete managed to nick one on his first session on Ryan Hill as well, so well done to Pete there, getting that 18-pound mirror out. Lovely fish it was, lovely colours. Me and Paul had a quiet night. I think Paul said he had a couple of liners on his right hand rod, but nothing's ripped off. Just doing a bit of a slow pat down now, and probably have a bit of breakfast and a brew before we get off. Give you a look at the lake this morning. I've had one show off right near me spot, and Paul's had one swirl. He's got one round here near his spot, so there is still a chance before we go to nick a bite, which will be nice if we can all get one. So like I say, just a bit of a morning update for you through the night. Quiet night as usual. So I'm going to do a bit of a slow pat down, get a brew on and that, and then this will probably be the last update, unless if we get some as we're packing up. So thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the bank. Cheers.